Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome to Beacon Pines. This is a game that I've played the demo of last year. The idea is it's kind of sort of an adventure slash visual novel, like a cross between, say, like Night in the Woods with more of like a novel side. But there's a trick to it in regards to discovering words and then utilizing words in order to progress the story. We'll just be starting over again, so in case you did not see the demo or play the demo yourself, because it is a solid game. Let us begin.
Reader. Allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be.
You know, I don't remember if the demo had a reader. I think I think the demo didn't, but let's carry on.
This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
There is our young boy.
And like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
And this is one of the things, like, it presents itself as both like that storybook appeared. Yes, I know how to control the game. I'm just discussing. And then it zooms in on the kind of like the crafted storybook art piece. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
Oh, thank you for the introduction. I was wondering who that was.
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone, too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. So where did his mom go? Where did Luca's mom go? That is one of the questions. There's also a mysterious power plant near the little town. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. We have acquired the word tickle. That was worth 100 achievement points?
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
No. More tramping through the flowers. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. All right, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you going to tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Let's see, tell Gran before heading out with Rollo is the new objective. We can do that. We can also look at some things. Dive into the bush. Is there anything actually for us to look at other than just go into the house? Oh, never mind, there is. We can lean on a post. And then do everything else that we need to do post. I'll be here all for the next 40 minutes or so. Then I'll be gone. Which I suppose is still technically longer than most stand-up routines.
Forgive me for this interlude.
And in comparison to most stand-up routines, almost as funny.
Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
The narrator has a very kind of like friendly, excited vibe about her. We have discovered Ponder. Truly the best way to exit a giant seat.
Gwen had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation. One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Although, like, there's a couple times where it seems like she's taking in a deep breath at the end of a sentence, which makes it seem like she's going to say something else.
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
But that's the end of that section. Although maybe it could also be the recording process. Like recording the beginning of the next sentence faster than I'm pressing the letter A.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
All right. We have discovered another word. We can ponder, we can hide, and we can tickle.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Also, there's a jump button. I don't know if I'm going to be jumping that much, but like this, like Night in the Woods does actually have platforming involved. Not too much, but a little bit. And I feel like with this jump button, I'm not going to do terribly, like even that amount of platforming.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Well, that's the junk drawer. Yeah. What am I going to do with the word junk?
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
You're not even going to close the refrigerator door?
I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic.
Well, you are a book.
You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Not much to say about that.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Does she, if she's been gardening all of these, I don't think she needs a beginner's guide. Or even an intermediate guide. Maybe just an, although maybe like it's one of those things where like you've become enough of an expert at something that you're like, wait, what was that one little detail that's all the way at the beginner's guide? Like, I don't remember that one very specific thing. And you just kind of keep that book around for reference, because that might be that more common thing that you have to deal with. Hey, Gran, I'm going to go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We were just gonna go ponder, hide, or chill for the day. Chill seems like the most obvious choice, so we will chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made.
All right.
You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
We were just going to go ponder for the day.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Just pondering. Just the two of us going and pondering. Oh, really? What were you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. So yeah, that is the trick of this game. Is you're essentially finding words, discovering words, creating branches in the storyline, and exploring the different branches using these words for at decision points. Oh, and Luca, you and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Rolo. Already breaking that promise that immediately made. Is it this way? Come on. Dang it, Rolo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. Also, you could probably call it Twin Peaks because there are two twin. What was the name of the mall in Back to the Future? Like Two Pine Mall? It's been a while. I should probably watch that again. That is a classic. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered. Until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of
Kerr.
the Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Ho now! The left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor Valen.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. All right, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. What about you, fellas? What are you up to? I can look at this. Another post! So many posts I can lean against. Do you get an achievement for leaning against all the posts? I'll find out in post. I made that joke already. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
You who, Mr. Sinclair? Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Dish? Yep. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Gosh, I'm sorry, it's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He took a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If we are going to be on a first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've ever lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Right. I think that I think his documentation needs a little bit of like a discouragement. You don't need to write down everything, especially as like if you're interviewing a small child. You don't need to write down everything that kid tells you. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Hey Jetson, is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Junk?
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Give it a good cast now. You'll have to reel it in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook, good for skimming the surface.
Easy there, buckaroo. You don't know your own strength.
Luca tied a shoestring. What fish could resist?
I got a boot. Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently baited, good for skimming.
See, I'm not a big fan of fishing in video games because I don't even want to fish in real life. So, having simplified fishing mechanics in a section that requires me to fish is perfect for me. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you to turn up. Heh. What do you say we head out and find some more?
Luca tied a what fish could...
Oh, you want me to find more bait? Oh, never mind. The story ended. Let us go to Mission Control, see what Rollo has planned for us.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse. After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Anything to look at over here? Ooh.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Ah, I've acquired the word pull.
Interstellar communicator.
Now I need to get the word push.
It did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
All right, Rollo, what you got for me? Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! Oh, sorry, there was a radio. What's on?
Certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens.
Aliens.
He always thinks it's aliens.
That's because it's always aliens. Okay, so now where? Do I just go back the way I came? Are we going back to town? Oh yeah, we are. Hello. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Last Chance Diner.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. That winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. No. Well, I'm glad that the Beacon has provided the answers that we need.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wander down the wooden path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the early bean.
That clearly is a place called Coffee. That's what the sign says, so that is what they sell. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning. Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Huh. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting the kid up for success. If you never do what you don't love, you will never work a day in your life. The opposite of the typically stated point. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rolo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? Wait, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Well, we got into trouble, all right. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also, couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. Well, we all gotta pick up the slack since the fowl harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's shrink array. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. You know, I've been feeling that of late. I almost feel as though the trickiest thing for me to accomplish these days is find the time to do the things that I want to do. The other tricky thing is money, because I have nothing.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. I don't think that's the right word, so we're going to carry on. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Hopefully I remember what voices I give to which characters. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Luke, my boy, hold up a tick. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed, I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Oh, hey, that's great. I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that
A
dance.
promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Sir.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative.
See, that's how you know the town is really springing back to life, is when it gets a phone booth.
It didn't see much use.
Oh, what voice am I gonna... I've given like too many voices to too many kids and adults and random people around this town. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs are that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. Not bug crunching, got it. Am I going into Weepwood?
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
That's 2.
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
I mean, there's probably many ways to find out. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rolo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Yeah, I have a feeling that whatever... so we have the Perennial Harvest company that just moved in, but the previous company, Foul Harvest, like, I feel they were the ones who damaged the crop themselves. And the town just doesn't know about it. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this.
This kind of reminds me a lot about like the classic choose your adventure novel, where it does branch off, but a lot of your branches are actually bad endings, game overs.
There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a checkmark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point.
And that's also another thing about your choose your own adventure novels, is often many paths do end in tragedy.
Now, let's try something different.
So now, let's go to this one, because now we can actually have another path we can go down. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter... I think I gave him a little bit more of a English. Town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Oh, thanks for the shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Solomon!
Trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy looking all over for you. Apologies, Eris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed, kinda in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I don't want to hear you talking about how attracted you are to, the grandmother. I win. A little help. I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. Thanks from a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius. It's almost like I've done this before. Also, is that what time it is now? Is that what day it is now? Yes, it is. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Yeah, there's been a rumbling. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like the Hank Atomic communicators. Covered in sludge. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic, ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Wow. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Okay, what did he just throw in the dumpster?
I sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh, God, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Will held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chipping coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start your summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca, you left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. I did, in fact, leave the icebox open. Well, that was strange. All right. I'm going to stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Ah, damn it. I queued up another action. Is that coming from upstairs? Alright, that's probably the radio. We'll find out what that is next time.